tough afternoon at the Rock on Sunday, Shauna. I know you were pretty honest with your assessment in your interview, but has anything changed in the days that have passed?
Yeah, it was a difficult one to take overall, really. On reflection now, whilst we were disappointed and really frustrated with our team's performance, I think when you look back and things that were said at full time, not only from us as staff but players too, to sort of describe how disappointed we were. It's the first time we've had a conversation like that all season, so you have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, and these conversations don't happen all the time. It was the first time that we've had to speak to the players in that way and sort of express how frustrated we were. So whilst it's happened, it's football, these things do happen, but I think we're definitely in a better space now where we have to move on and we've got to put, like I always say, the wrongs right and make sure we bounce back even stronger, because we can't have another performance like we had on Sunday, especially whilst we're trying to compete in the top four. We don't want to be known as this team that just gets hands on silverware and does nothing else. So we really need to put that to bed now and move on.
Well, we are back at Park Hall this weekend. We take on Briton, Ferry, Llansawel, and as you mentioned there, it's a great chance to put that behind us.
Yeah, of course, and we're buzzing to be back at home, and 2 o'clock kickoff, things just feeling a little bit more back to normal now. So we're happy with that. Obviously, there's no game against Briton Ferry that's ever easy, but when they've come here, we've had good performances. And the last time they were here, we were able to go on further in the semi-final and really push on. So there's a lot of good memories from that day, and no doubt, as long as we reference them this week and even the difficulties that we've overfaced at their place, they've been 2 unbelievable games to be a part of, and we haven't lost. So there's definitely a little bit of confidence there that we can look back on and really draw from. And no doubt, after a tough week in training this week, we'll be feeling much better.
We've had 4 close games against Briton Ferry already this season. You've just referenced some of them there. Are you expecting more of the same this weekend?
Yeah, it's always going to be a tough game against them. They're an unbelievably difficult side to break down and overcome because they're so defensively strong. So we know what we're coming up against. Like you said, we've played them 4 times. So we have to be prepared for small changes because naturally that's football and it happens. But first and foremost, we just need to look at ourselves and make sure we don't have a repeat of Sunday. So whilst we do have one eye on them, our full focus is on us really this week to make sure we bounce back.
Briton Ferry were also in action this past weekend as well. They lost at home to Cardiff City, so they'll arrive at Park Hall also looking for a return to winning ways.
Yeah, and you sort of see how they're doing and you listen to things that they're saying, and they've massively overachieved like we have. So 2 very similar sides when you compare us in terms of what our goals were, what their goals were, and both of us have over-exceeded. So it's going to be a tough game, and whilst they're probably really frustrated and disappointed to have lost, they're still pretty confident in what they're capable of doing, and we just need to make sure we can nullify that and go on further.
Well, the New Saints do have a very good home record. We've lost just once at Park Hall in 12 months now, so that should give the side plenty of confidence going into Sunday's game.
Yeah, and that's what we need right now because Sunday was tough, and whilst we're a good group that prides ourselves on being together and fighting until the end. Obviously, Sunday's shown that even good teams can struggle, and we just need to regroup now and make sure we stick together. And that's the whole group. It's not just the 11, it's the full 16, it's all the injured players, it's those not selected, it's every single staff member. We need to make sure we can do whatever we can to get us back to winning ways.
The New Saints under-16s are also in action this weekend. They take on Pontypridd United in the semi-finals of the Bute Energy Under-16s Cup. Have you got a message for them ahead of the game, and what does that say about the pathway linking the youth setup to the first team?
The under-16s have been unbelievable all season. So to sort of go out there and wish them good luck. Not that they don't need it, but they're a confident group, and we fully believe in what they're capable of. And a lot of them were there at our game when we lifted silverware at Newtown, so they know what it feels like, and they'll know what's on the other side of winning that game on Sunday. So it's a huge good luck to them, and really congratulations as well, because it's their first season in Welsh football, and to go as far as they are doing in that cup, other cup competitions, and they're really competing at the top in the league as well. It just goes to show the talent that's in that group and the hard work that's going behind the scenes from Mark and his coaching team. So, yeah, credit to every single one involved, and no doubt it'll be a really exciting game, and hopefully they can go one further and match us in terms of lifting silverware, just like the men have done as well.
Finally, Shauna, what's the injury situation looking like ahead of the game against Briton Ferry this weekend?
Yeah, we're in a good position. Obviously, Chantel had to drop out before the game on Sunday, but she's back in now, so that's a relief because we certainly missed her on Sunday. Everyone else is fit and healthy. It's more just down to selection and making sure we're selecting the right 16 for the game.